So we're all kind of stuck waiting right now. Yesterday was blah. Today has started off kind of blah in terms of price for SHIB in the crypto market. And what we're waiting for is this big confirmation that will take place tomorrow. Are we going to get confirmed moves to the upside? Or are we going to deal with just a little bit more bearishness before we see this market overall pivot? And that's what we're going to talk about in this video. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So I have to say that, although today has started off red and yesterday was red in terms of SHIB, I still love what I'm seeing. We're setting a very distinct trend here. We're trying to do, again, what we did back here in this early part of February as we were making our recovery. And unfortunately, we got more tariff news, more negative events that push price down at that point. And the question is, are we going to get the same here? Do we see the market plant its foot in the ground and try to start making moves to the upside? For those that missed my update earlier from my ADA video, the whale that had been shorting the crypto market closed their short position. They're done. They actually bought a bunch of Ethereum, which I thought was very interesting. And again, what we're kind of waiting for as well is ETH to start making some moves here too. ETH still kind of just trending sideways. That's okay. I'm completely fine with that because, again, tomorrow could be a big day for SHIB in the crypto market. What's happening tomorrow, for those that aren't familiar, is the conclusion of the FOMC meeting. It starts today. It concludes tomorrow. And the biggest thing that we need to wait for is the early afternoon, because around, I think it's like 2:30 p.m. It's either 2 or 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Jerome Powell is going to be speaking. And that is the sentiment we are waiting for the crypto market. The question is the Fed close to a pivot? Are we close to seeing quantitative tightening conclude? Because if we are, that is major bullish news for the crypto market. And if those words are spoken, if you hear Jerome Powell say, yep, we're about to pause quantitative tightening, or we're pausing quantitative tightening, expect to see a lot of excitement in the crypto market. This is exactly what we've been waiting for. What that's accelerating us towards is crypto rates, interest rates dropping. It's leading us towards the money printers firing up in a big way here in the US. And what that means is, again, liquidity on the rise. Global liquidity has been rising in general, and it takes time for that to start hitting the crypto market. So we're kind of just waiting for this, this valley pivot essentially, right? It's just a question of, again, do we get this kind of breakout that pushes up and we kind of bounce around here before doing one of these? Or do we maybe see just a little bit more downside, maybe following this trend before putzing around and trying to do it that way? All right. Now, obviously, this isn't to guarantee your financial advice or anything like that. We're kind of in a strange spot in the market. We've dealt with so much negative crap, and now things are starting to get bullish and not bullish. And in fact, what we're starting to see is selling pressure is easing across the crypto market, right? Yesterday was actually a pretty low volume day, despite the volatility that we were seeing. Only $74 billion in daily trading volume, despite the whale hunt that was going on. So what that shows you is, yes, everybody is in fact waiting for tomorrow. Now, what I have to say is that, again, we're still kind of fighting this last final capitulation. It's just short-term people right now that are selling and taking some profit, and that's fine. Whales had an accumulation day yesterday, not a big one. It's been just kind of like little baby waves currently, right? And what we're still seeing is this, buying and removal of supply from exchanges in terms of SHIB. I mean, things have been very consistent, very quiet. Again, loving the distinct trend in terms of SHIB, but that's about all we have for this video. There's not really a whole lot to talk about outside of that. The market's incredibly quiet. It's incredibly quiet. Not a whole lot going on. No major moves right now. But what I would expect is that when things do start to pivot, when we do get some sort of confirmation tomorrow, that is when the market is going to try and make moves. Now, I do want to talk about this briefly. So Ki Young Ju says the Bitcoin bull cycle is over. So this is actually the crypto quant CTO, and he's actually CEO. He's actually predicting 6 to 12 months of bearish or sideways action. Now, this is the BTC P&L index cyclical signals. And what this is showing is, again, this is a sell spot, just as we have seen several times before. However, this is not always perfect. And in fact, someone referenced a tweet that he just made like 2 weeks ago. He says, if you're panic selling now, you're probably a noob. Just to show you guys here, didn't want to dive into this one, but he says, the Bitcoin bull cycle is common, or this 30% correction, and it's still recovered to an all-time high. And you know what? Right now, it feels a lot more like we're in this area in 2020, right before things took off. You guys can see that signal was wrong at that point. And why I'm saying this is we're, again, undergoing a major pivot from the bearish news to better times. We're seeing that macro data get better. We're heading towards, again, interest rate decreases. We're heading towards increases in global liquidity. We're heading towards increases in adoption. And again, that's when SHIB is going to perform its best, is when those things are in fact taking place. So, we have to just wait and see. Do we get a little bit more suck before it gets better, or do we just continue to run from these ranges and see SHIB start breaking out and doing some incredible things? So I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think we're getting from here? Are we going to get a major announcement tomorrow? But have a great day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.